It's 3:07 in the morning, September 28th, 2021. I'm here to talk about briefly this video that someone put on of the Canary Islands of the 24-hour a day continuous live cam, and they showed a part about, they say it's a UFO passing in front right through the volcano, right through it, from right to left of the screen. I believe it was an angel. To me, there's no doubt. And so, I don't know, that's pretty amazing telltale of what's happening. That's what I think it is. I've done videos, Igor Kostelik. If you go down to my very first videos that I still have left, actually the new ones, when I started coming back on again, you could see those videos I put up there of angels that appeared in his videos, his astronomical videos of sky watching. That's what he does. And the video I'll show, I'm not going to show it, I'll leave it, I'll leave a link. You can watch it for yourself. It looks exactly the same mannerisms, the same characteristics, flying, the way, the maneuvering and so on as that. So, and I'll leave the link to the video, like I said, of the Canary Islands, of this angel flying right through it, right through the vents, right through the main fire going on. I think, in my opinion, that this is not over, and that, I don't know, I've been having the sense just today that, that thing could really go. Use that term. I think it could go, really. I don't know much about the volcanoes, except what I learned, what I hear. What I've noticed in the past few days here is that even though it seemed to calm down and then it blows right up again, my observation is this: there's been a lot of white smoke, but I don't think it's really, it is smoke, I guess, technically, but it's vapor. I believe it's vapor from what I've heard. If it's white, it seems to mean that there's water coming from somewhere involved. So it's not just a pyrotechnic explosion. But if it's black, I guess it is. But again, like I say, if it's white, it seems to indicate vapor, water vapor coming from somewhere. And I'm not going to speculate, but just like I said, what I heard, what I've learned, and people are speculating that it could be ocean water seeping into the vents. No way to confirm that. Don't take my words or what I'm saying here. It's just my thoughts and what I've heard. So, I mean, to me, it has to be water. I don't know, unless others out there know more about that, but that's what I'm hearing. That's what I heard. That's what it represents. Now, there's been a lot of vents opening from the main, right near the main one. It looks like it's firing through all around it. It's possible that, there was a collapse, I guess, yesterday or today. So I guess the walls collapsed in on that. So maybe it's sort of obstructing it a little. And so it's venting, trying to vent right around there. But to me, that's troubling too, because it seems like it's breaking through. It wants to break through, and really through the whole that whole mountainous area there, not just the main vent. It's pretty strong, you know, pretty ominous looking. It looks like it means business, and it looks like there's just more vents opening to get through. A lot of lava flowing in there. So, I mean, it's just a feeling, but it's been my sense throughout today. And then I saw that video well, not just before, it's very late here, early in the morning, whatever. I saw that video, and that sort of like confirms maybe to me, you know, prophetically what's going on, maybe with this volcano. As far as anything goes with that, if anything happens like major, you know, that could cause major problems for the whole world, the whole coasts. Of course, we're looking for the rapture, and I believe that would happen. You know, I believe that's what would happen. I'm not looking for, you know, that to happen with the volcano to cause some kind of thing to put us in jeopardy. But you know, as a whole, you could go into Revelation and what Jesus said and try to, you know, interpret what's going on before the tribulation and what happens during the tribulation. But I think Jesus made it clear that when he returns, it'll be just a, you know, basically a normal time in the world happening, and that, you know, he would come unexpectedly. People would be doing whatever, just normal life, sleeping in bed, working, getting married, you know, eating, drinking, whatever, buying, selling. So that's the picture that Jesus paints, but he also paints a picture of that it's sudden destruction. But it's clear, and from Paul, that we're not appointed to destruction, and that we're gonna leave here, you know, before any of that type of thing happens. That's what I believe. That's what I think the Bible clearly says. If you're going to look at that video, let me just briefly explain so you don't get confused. First, it's a view from more of a distance, and you don't see much around. It's just black around the volcano, and then it hones in on it, and what you're going to see are the sparks and you know, embers flying all around, and that's not pertaining to, you know, something that shouldn't be in the sky like a UFO that they say, but I say it's an angel. But those are embers just flying around and on the ground. So if you see black anywhere, it's really, you're looking at the ground. You can't really tell, but that's what it is. You're looking at the mountain, so most of the screen, if you see black and the embers falling on it, you don't get confused. And the only thing you'll see, and he'll point this out, this guy, towards the middle, you'll see it. The screen goes blue, and he puts writing on there, and he said, pay attention, look to the far right of the screen, and then he points his pointer there, so you'll see that. So you look to the right, it's about the middle of the screen, maybe a little lower, and there's something flying straight across from right to left, heading toward the volcano, and right through it all. And don't take your eyes off that, but watch it go through to the other side, and it continues to go through all the way, I think, to the left of the screen. So that's the only thing that would be considered, what I consider is definitely an angel. Again, the videos I've seen, and I've done videos and shown it, the first videos, if you go way back, I might put the link or whatever so you could go see, but that's what it looked like. That's exactly what they look like, and I believe that they were angels that were shown on his videos, Igor's. So he he basically denied it. I don't know. He didn't say anything about it, so I don't think he doesn't believe that. So he doesn't believe in that there were angels, I'm sure. But so anyway, if you look at that, that's what you'll see. And what I did was I stopped the video and I took a screenshot in my my camera and my computer, and I blew it up. And what I saw, I blew it way up, is that it definitely looks like there's cloaking of that going on. So it's being cloaked. I can't show it here. I'm not going to show it because I can't even do it properly on my computer unless I turn the computer around, put up a screen, and then I don't even know if you could see it. But you just have to, if you can take my word for it, there's total squares and rectangles right on that dot, and it's obvious. And there's like framed squares around that, and then there's like plus signs, whatever that is. I don't know if that's part of the whatever they're doing. It's part of their screen that showed up or whatever. So that seems like to me, again, it's my opinion, that was definitely obscured and purposely kept out from, I don't know. I mean, you could see it go across the screen, but then I don't know what any other explanation for it, because it's happened in the past where that's happened on his videos, and I've heard that that's what they do. So I don't know how, especially like I said, you could see it right on the screen going across, but then when I honed in on it, tried to blow it way up, that's what I saw. Just squares and rectangles in that spot, and perfect like lines, like blocking it out. So I mean, again, everything I'm saying here is just totally my opinion, my thoughts. That's all. I'm not saying anything, it's definitely going to happen, but I've been sensing this today, especially. And as I said, then I came across that video, and that seems to have meaning. I believe God sent an angel through there. It's on screens, and to see that. So that volcano is really gushing, not just at the main opening vent, but all the other vents. It just looks, strong, like it really is flowing out from everywhere. It wants to bust loose, it looks like to me. And I watched some of Dutch Sense's last video. I think it was earlier in the day. Well, now it's Tuesday, but Monday. I'm still Monday, really, to me. I haven't slept yet. But he's talking about how the energy flow and is flowing from the earthquake in Crete, I think, in Greece. And it's going to flow, I'm not going to say definitely, but it's one of the places that it's likely to flow is right to the volcano, because it's right on those fault lines that run around the whole globe and not intersect, but are connected all to each other. And it seems that when one big volcano happens, it sends energy all through the lines, and it has to, release in other places around the, far away. And there's been so many earthquakes, and it's just sort of repeating itself and cascading and multiplying and synergy. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't stop. One pops, and then that sends energy out, and then another one. So it doesn't seem to, it just keeps going, like repetitively, circles around, keeps circling. All the earthquakes now, volcanoes that are just also going crazy. So anyway, that energy from that Crete volcano, I guess, is like flowing now to those areas. He said there's 3 jets or streams that it'll follow. One's to the north, one's like to the north, sort of west a little bit, and then the other one's down toward La Palma. So again, I'm just doing this video because of what I just told you and because of my feelings and so on. But you know, it's possible that very shortly here, you know, there could be dramatic developments in what's happening there. And what's going on seems to be globally. It's a global event situation. It seems that's happening here, not just one specific area. It seems like it's worldwide, all these things, earthquakes and volcanoes. And there seems to be a lot of bad blood beginning with a lot of these channels reporting on this, and, you know, bad feelings and problems. But I'm not getting involved in that, even though I came on here and stated what I just did. It's totally myself, my own thoughts. I'm not listening to anyone, just taking in what I feel, what I sense within me, and just coming on here and telling you that. That's all. So again, just because I said this doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything's going to happen or not. We don't know. But and also in that video I'm talking about here about what I think, you know, was an angel. I also saw, I think, another one in that video that wasn't mentioned. I don't think anyone noticed it, but it was right at the top of the screen. If I go and find it and look at it, look in the description box. I might tell you where to look at what time stamp in that video. So I think there's a second angel, and I think there might be even more. I'll have to go look at it. Maybe, well, that one is at the top, at the very top, flying, you know, horizontally, and there might even be others on the left side to the top. I'll check. But so there's a lot to look at and look for in these coming few days here, and into, actually, as we head into October here at the end of this month and into October, beginning of October. One of the things going on here in the U.S. is a default government default possible, I guess by the end of this month, and then see what happens there with this going on. It's always been like a reprieve and just like a false alarm up to this time. Every time that happened, and they always come through. I mean, what's the other alternative? So yeah, that's probably what's going to happen here, I guess. If not, well, you know, that's all she wrote. I don't know. Again, I'm not speculating or getting into that, but it's just another thing going on here, another craziness going on. And I heard some report or something that around banks in, I don't forget which state it is, up north maybe, around the banks they're erecting barbed wire fences. Don't ask me why, except that if you want to infer that has something to do with what might be ready to happen financially. So again, I'm not speculating. I'm not saying that's true. I'm just here. I'm just, you know, blowing smoke, as the saying goes, especially with the volcano. So, and this might be the last thing I say here. Maybe not. I'll see. But I was going to mention, really I should have at the beginning, that someone passed away in the grace circles here. Calvin Bamburg, from what I heard, passed away, and he's in a better place, that's for sure. I'm sure he's rejoicing right now. So that's good, and everyone will see each other very shortly, no matter what here. So, you know, just having memories of him. Great service he did here, really. Was on my channel quite a lot. He supported the things that I said, you know, the truths and so on. Was a real fighter and contender for the faith. Really one of a kind. uh, and just, spoke what he had to say, and no matter what, no matter what anyone thought, he spoke what he felt was the truth. But in one sense, I feel happy for him because he's where he always wanted to be, finally. And that's where we're going to be finally, I think, very soon here. So once more, this is my sense of what I just said about everything that's going on, down in the Canary Islands. Um, I'm not hyping anything. I'm not, saying anything. I'm not being frightened myself. I'm not frightened whatsoever. It's just my gut sense, my gut feeling uh, of what's going on there and what could be ready to happen. I guess that's about all I really have to say. Trying to keep this short, though there probably are other things that I forgot that I want to say. But um, I guess the only other thing that I failed to mention was that in the past month or so, maybe a little more, I've been having these unexplainable good feelings, like something really good, special feeling about things. So, maybe that's prophetic sense that I'm getting, in my spirit. So that's a good thing. And if I do any videos at all, it's just going to be videos like this. I hung up my whatever, my teaching and whatever type of videos. I'm not going to be doing that anymore. So if I do anything, it'll be on what's happening, like I'm doing now, like I've been doing, reporting on things. So if there's future developments in any of these things or other things developing, I might report on them. We'll see what happens in the next few days and into next week and so on as the days go by here. All right, keep looking up, and Calvin, we'll be seeing you shortly, buddy. All right, take care, everyone. Bye now.